I had some technical difficulties, so we're back again. If you want to see the video, go to the live stream before this one. You will see all the intro. And I stopped at who is to be blamed. Okay. If anything, I will go through the video once again, and we will continue with the reactions to the video. I will have to go on the live stream to download the video and re-upload it as well. But yep, that's what I can do for now. Let me know what y'all think about this.
First day I moved to LA, I got a training room on me. Not on camera though.
Oh, what?
This photographer guy hit me up. He was like, hey, I would love to invite you over for a spa night.
That's how you get us.
And I get there and it's just 4 dudes in a hot tub.
Wow, he set you up?
That is a spa night to me.
It wasn't anything like creepy. Like I was down. Everyone took turns.
You weren't even unpacked yet.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
They were all cousins.
Wow.
Had a whole routine. Like they were a little too fluent with it. They knew who was going next.
Wincess.
Yeah, that's the whole scenario. We're gonna go into the third video, but yeah, you have to see the video before this one. My point is, there's so many things going on, and she was invited. Eventually, it led into a train being ran on her, and in the future, she'll come back and say, "This guy did this guy did that." However, we're talking about structure in the family, discipline in the family, guidance and protection in family, who provides all those things to make sure women don't fall for things like this. And we're not saying they need to follow them all around. It's about just imbibing this thing to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay? To make sure it doesn't happen again. So we'll take a look at the third video and would really act to that too. This one is actually a video of a lady who is, and now this is coming back to where we're going with this thing. Okay, this is coming back to where we're going with this thing. This lady is posting some stuff on TikTok, and someone is shutting that off. So we'll take a look at that.
What question are you asking me? Ask a question.
I'm asking why are you mad because I posted a filter?
Filters is not real. It's bullshit. It's a seller product of something that you are not. So you're telling everybody they're supposed to be something that they are. Stop selling this bullshit to people.
What? So you're mad because I posted
The most natural black woman is the most beautiful black woman. It doesn't matter. Your imperfections is everything.
Amen.
Okay, but I'm recording you because I'm trying to figure out why you're yelling for one, and why are you angry because I posted a TikTok.
Because you know what?
Can I finish my sentence? I used a TikTok filter.
Use a TikTok filter.
Yeah, I did. I used it
To look like what?
No, it looked like
To do what?
But it's not that far, from what
Remove from what?
Remove from what I look like. It's just I look like I had on makeup.
It's far
So
removed.
you think black women and white
As
women?
far, no, all of y'all. It's far removed from what the man lays down with.
Oh. Okay.
And what you wake up with. And what we deal with. With children, not children, whatever. What the hell are you asking me? What is reality to you?
But it's a filter.
Of what? Of reality?
No.
Yeah, you can't get me on this. You will never post this shit.
New Year's Eve ready.
All right, that's a man keeping his woman in check. That's how you do it. Got to keep them in check. And this is the final video that we'll be taking a look at. That's how you keep them in check, by the way. You need to keep them in check. Else they will just go AY. And that's why we're talking about discipline and structure. And that's why we're talking about protection in the family. All right? That's why we're talking about all those things. Because someone is responsible for doing those things for the family. We'll take a look at the final video and we will wrap things up.
I left my boyfriend and I've been traveling for 10 days and I've slept with 22 people in that 10 days.
10 days.
My goal was 20 and I just hit 22 this morning. It's 1 p.m. now here in Paris and I need to check out because I'm going home. I really doubt I'm going to get another one on the board, either on the plane or like on my layover. So I think 22 is where we're going to cap it out. But how did I go? I left my boyfriend and I've been traveling for 10 days and I've slept with 22 people in that 10 days. My goal was 20 and I just hit
Her goal was 20
22 this morning.
and she hit 22. What an achievement.
It's 1 p.m. now here in Paris and I need to check out because I'm going home. I really doubt I'm going to get another one on the board, either on the plane or like on my layover. So I think 22 is where we're going to cap it out. But how did I go?
And you see all the other women in the world hyping her up. You see them hyping her up because that's what they do. Now, back to my question. Okay, back to my question. You know what? Let me show you because the video was interrupted and we all didn't get to see this one in this new video. So let me play this video once more and then we'll respond to this and we'll go into the Monique video.
There is nothing about a man's height that is going to make him a better husband, father, love you better, show up for you, support you, pour into your cup.
What about size, Allison? What about size?
Right? So that height, I get it. It's primal. It's like if he's tall, if he's fit, if he's big, I feel protected. But do you know how many useless is tall and big and they will not protect you? They will not. They're not going to protect your heart, your spirit, your mind, your family, your womb. We need to be more mindful of making better choices about human beings and how they show up for you in your life and not how they show up on a runway or walking down the street.
Well, she made a valid point. That point is valid. That point is valid because we need to have a better way of choosing the right person for us. However, like I said, and this is what I've been saying, like all the videos that we've been watching, all this behavior can be attributed to one thing. Okay, the absence of discipline, the absence of the right way of scrutinizing your partner, the absence of structure, the absence of base. Like even the lady that said, "Oh, my boyfriend is broke. I'm picking up a huge amount of the weight. I'm the breadwinner." I get it. She's the breadwinner. But then when she mentions what she spent the money on, she's spending it on trips. She's spending it on trying to keep up with the Jones because other girls are having this. I want to have it too. That is where the point fell off for me. If you are making money and you are paying all the bills and you handling all the weight of the relationship, like providing, protecting, and all those kind of stuff, then I would you have a point. Okay, you should have a conversation with your boyfriend. But if it's so you could go on trip and be like other girls, then there's something fundamentally wrong with the way you see or with the way you perceive life and relationship and being in a family. There's something fundamentally wrong about how you perceive those things. And to me, these things happen because of the absence of a significant dad in your life. Because that's where the men come in. Now, a bunch of these women were probably raised by single mom because, of course, America runs on single motherhood. Now, we've seen what happens when majority of all the people are raised by single mom. It's always something dysfunctional. They don't have a good logical way of scrutinizing their partner. They don't have this mindset of, I gotta build with this person. They just want things that are ready-made because we live in a ready-made society. No one wants to put in the work. Everyone just want, oh, it's done, give it to me. Oh, it's a husband. A husband is done, give it to me. Oh, it's a boyfriend. The boyfriend is done, give it to me. The girl is done, give it to me. The job is done, give it to me. Everyone wants something that's already made, but it doesn't work that way. So all those behaviors that I share with you is what I refer to as fatherless behavior, and it's horrible. It's a shame that our society has gotten into things like this. A woman sleeping with 22 men in 10 days, and she's boasting about it online, and every other girl is saying, yeah, 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 yeah. There is something wrong. If you don't think there's something wrong, then go check yourself. This topic has inspired me to watch the movie, the 1979 movie, The Godfather. And there's something, I've been seeing The Godfather every year, and I've never had to take down notes from watching The Godfather. I've been seeing it like countless number of times. I've never had to take down notes. But this time around, I watched it. I think there's a fundamental philosophy behind it, which is something that goes with Godfatherism and democracy. Okay, what happens in the world in the absence of Godfatherism? What happens in the world in the presence of democracy? So I'll be sharing my thoughts on the movie. You guys stay tuned. Make sure you check my next live stream, because I'll be saying some stuff about The Godfather. I will be attributing it to our current day economy and society culture. I will be attributing it to, of course, Kevin Samuels, and how he was at that point in time the right person to imbibe the Godfather persona. And if the Godfather is a person, if it's a personality, if it's a persona, or perhaps it's not even the person, perhaps it's the teachings of the Godfather that really does matter. We will be taking a look at all those things. However, there's one more video that I want us to watch before I round the session off. Monique was on Club Shay, and she said a huge amount of stuff, and I want us to just take a look at it. And we're going to wrap it up over there. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up over there. This video has been trending too. In less than 48 hours, they've amassed over 6.4 million views. Not like the Cat William video, but this is also trending too. So we're going to take a look at that. And she has something to say about Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Now, you know when Cat Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're like my mother, you're like my aunt, you're like my sister. Okay? Then we do the podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm going to reach out to Tyler. Appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it. He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that. When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think me and my husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol. and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive produce. They was like, oh, this is incredible because when you put Kevin Hart's name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing. You know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between the 2 weeks and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need, Mo, hey, we got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then, that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager, David Becky, said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay, though, with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
And I like the fact that she's giving Kevin his props too, and not just, soiling his name like some other folks will do. But yeah, let's get back into it.
I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again. So that's what we're faced with. When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said, I'm like your mother. You said I'm like these things. I didn't ask you for that. So everything that baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up, because when you hear people say, get the anger out your heart. Oh, man, no one's saying he's lying. No one ever said I was lying. It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount or devalue, because that is your voice on that audio. Remember on Good Times when Penny's mother was whooping up on her and she had recorded it? That's you on tape. So how does it go from you saying you're going to give me an apology to now I owe you an apology?
But what do you want an apology for?
What could I possibly owe you an apology for when you've admitted? See, when Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbot I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that cost my family?
Yes.
And with no accountability, because, oh, it's the great Tyler Perry? No, you've got to be accountable for that. Oprah Winfrey, you've got to be accountable for the things you've done with my family. You've got to be accountable for that.
Is there any relationship between you and Tyler and you and Oprah currently?
No. When we have our juggernauts, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, these are our juggernauts of our community. These are the people that our babies say, when I grow up, I want to be that.
Yes.
I want to be like that. So we have to call those people to the mat and say, listen, what are you teaching our babies? You're feeding poison because you're showing them your private jet. I'm going to show you my mansion. I'm going to show you my fancy cars. But my character is shot and I'm bankrupt. I got a lot of money in my bank. It's more zeros than some of them than we can imagine. But their character, they are bankrupt. Those are bankrupt people. So everybody that Kat sat right here and told you about, I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now, Mo.
Invite them.
I have.
They not gonna do it?
Well, look, I've already done Steve. I have a relationship with Steve.
Do him again. Do him again. And I'm gonna say this.
I'm trying to get Oprah and Tyler, though.
Baby, we got him. Y'all come on, stop playing.
They ain't coming on, Mo, thanks to you.
You know how And I don't want to put you on a spot, but I'm going to say it because I appreciate you as a black man and what you're doing.
Thank you.
If you are my friend and someone says to me, Monique, Shannon Sharp wronged me, and you my friend,
Yeah.
I'm going to call my friend.
You can come to me.
And I'm going to say, hey, is what they saying true? And if you get to hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, till you fix it, you and I can't talk. Because if you'll do them that way, it'll be a matter of time before you do it to me. So if Steve Harvey is your friend, you call your friend up and you ask him, is what our sister saying right, man? Because if it is, we can't do that to her. If that's our sister. See, it took a transgender named T.S. Madison. It was a guy named Jamaica Carter. Jamaica Carter and our mutual friend. Jamaica Carter and our friends. T.S. Madison was a mutual friend. So Jamaica called me and said, would you mind doing T.S. Madison's show? I go do T.S. Madison's show. When I tell T.S. Madison, when the camera cuts, I said, listen, your friend is wrong. She said, Monique Lee Daniels is my friend. I said, then you need to call your friend and tell him to fix this shit. She said, I will. Within a couple of days, who did I get a call from? Lee Daniels. See, that's a friend. That's a true friend that's saying, I love you so much that I want to make sure that's not on your heart or your conscience. Let's fix it. Let's make it right. So when people ask Lee now, when we did the deliverance together, how was it to work with Monique? It was as if we had never parted ways because he fixed it. He owned it and he took accountability for it. I can't now keep you to the cross because you've owned it.
Right.
I've had to be forgiven.
Right.
So I appreciate that someone had grace and mercy with me. So I'm going to have that with other people when they take accountability for what they've done.
Everything that Monique spoke about was really, really, really deep. It centers around knowing just how to navigate your way around people, forgiveness, taking accountability. It's tough. It's tough. I can say this. It's tough dealing with people, okay? And I understand this, especially because I've taken so many leadership positions. I've had to deal with so many people. You know, people have offended me. I've offended people. And it got to a point where it made me just minimize the amount of friends that I have. Because when you have that circle of people who understand you for who you are, and you can call them your friend, a friend is someone that you can I don't want to say I don't want to use the word piece off, but okay, a friend is someone that you can have a misunderstanding together. You have a misunderstanding and you find a way to fix it, and then the friendship continues. I'll say this, okay? Every time I have a friend and we have a clash and we talk about that and we become friends again, the bond gets stronger. I don't know how it happens, but that's what always happens. Okay? Now, every time I have a friend and we have a misunderstanding and there's a clash and we find a way to resolve it, the bond gets stronger. Now, when I have a friend and we have a misunderstanding and I try to talk to them and they're not trying to talk to me, or maybe we just can't resolve the thing between us, the bond gets broken. All right? And that's why I tend to admire people who have been friends for a long time. And I'm not even talking about friends who have never gotten into any form of misunderstanding or disagreement or stuff. Like, you have this misunderstanding and you resolved it. That's how you know who are true friends. Your friends should never be afraid of telling you the truth. Now, it's not like you tripping you into doing things, but they will just tell you this is the truth. You're messing up. You're not keeping yourself accountable. You're not doing the right thing. Your friend is that person that can always hold you accountable, and you can always hold them accountable. You can say things to each other, the truth, without getting offended, and knowing that that feedback is coming from a place of love. Okay, so I kind of understand what Monique is talking about. However, these are people on a very high level that they know, they have a lot of influence, they know a lot of people, they have a lot of money, so it might be different in that perspective. Because one thing I've also learned is the higher you go, the lonelier it becomes. If you keep going higher, your circle of friends, you have so many associates, but you have a few number of friends. So it might be a little different. So when you do something, it affects you. It affects when your friend does something, it affects them. It affects everything around. Um, Another thing is I understand when you're working with people and they're difficult to work with, it's a pain in the ass. That's why even if you know deep down that you're someone that's difficult to work with, know yourself and be more flexible. Be more flexible to and make people you make yourself accessible to people so people can work with you. I'm saying this because I know these things. Okay, you can be someone that's difficult to work with, and damn, that cost you a job. So it's something that everyone needs to take accountability for what they've done, but also for those who are listening, understand how to navigate your way around people, because people. So um, yeah, people can be really insecure about anything, and you never know when you're about to say something that will like trigger them. So be kind with your words, be gentle with people, also be upstanding, be straightforward, be truthful, and you will find yourself in a good place. You know, you find yourself in a good place. But let me know what y'all think about what Monique spoke about on her and Kevin Hart, and her and Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey. You all think they will be coming on the Shannon Sharp Show on Club Shay Shay? Let me know what your thoughts are. Until then, I would see you in my next video, and we'll be talking about The Godfather. Stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be an epic session, and you all don't want to miss it. And until then, I'll make sure I fix all this glitch in my network to make sure our videos come seamlessly. Or maybe I'll just record them and upload them instead of doing the live stream, because my internet is beginning to piss me off. Yeah. Take care, guys. Bye.